Khalil, a man of deep faith, yearned to understand the mysteries of life and death. He sought answers from the divine, his heart brimming with questions about the resurrection. Approaching God with humility, he asked, "O Allah, show me how the dead come back to life."
God, in his infinite wisdom, responded, "Have you not seen how I bring life to the dead earth after the rain?"
Khalil, still grappling with the concept, replied, "Yes, but show me more."
God, ever merciful, then instructed Khalil to take 4 chickens, each representing a different aspect of human desire. He was to nurture them, becoming intimately familiar with their habits and tendencies. After a period of close observation, Khalil was to slaughter and grind the chickens together, mixing their remains into a homogeneous paste. This, God explained, was a crucial step in understanding the resurrection. Khalil, though perplexed, trusted in God's wisdom and meticulously followed his instructions. This seemingly strange task held a profound lesson. The 4 chickens, as Khalil would soon discover, symbolized the 4 negative attributes within every human being. They represented the internal forces that often prevent us from experiencing true spiritual awakening and understanding the nature of resurrection. Through this unusual experiment, Khalil was about to embark on a journey of self-discovery, one that mirrored the path to spiritual enlightenment itself. The 4 chickens, though seemingly ordinary creatures, were carefully chosen by God to represent specific human tendencies. These tendencies, often referred to as the 4 birds or the 4 thieves, are deeply ingrained within us, influencing our thoughts, actions and interactions with the world. Each chicken, with its distinct characteristics, embodied a particular vice that can hinder our spiritual growth: greed, lust, ambition and baseless desires. These vices, though seemingly disparate, are interconnected, feeding off one another and creating a powerful force that can pull us away from our true nature. Greed, the insatiable hunger for more, fuels ambition, the relentless pursuit of status and power. Lust, the intoxicating allure of pleasure, often goes hand in hand with baseless desires, the endless chase after fleeting gratifications. These 4 forces, when left unchecked, can create a vicious cycle, keeping us trapped in a state of perpetual dissatisfaction and spiritual slumber. The first chicken, plump and perpetually hungry, embodied greed. It would devour any food in sight, its appetite never satiated. It would squabble with the other chickens, hoarding seeds and never seeming to have enough. This, God explained, represented the human tendency towards greed, the insatiable desire for more than what one needs.
Greed manifests in many forms. It can be the insatiable desire for wealth, possessions, or power. It can also manifest as an unquenchable thirst for recognition, praise, or control over others. This constant craving for more, no matter how much one accumulates, is a bottomless pit that leaves the soul feeling empty and perpetually dissatisfied.
The second chicken, adorned with iridescent green feathers, was captivated by its reflection. It preened constantly, obsessed with its appearance, and seemed to prioritize fleeting pleasures over everything else. This chicken, God explained to Khalil, symbolized lust.
Lust, in its essence, is the pursuit of fleeting pleasure. It is the intoxicating pull towards sensual gratification, often at the expense of long-term happiness and fulfillment. It can manifest as an obsession with physical appearance, a craving for instant gratification, or an unhealthy attachment to sensual experiences.
Section 5. Ambition, the climb that never ends. The third chicken, a proud and strong creature with striking blue plumage, was consumed by ambition. The third chicken, a proud and strong creature with striking blue plumage, was consumed by ambition. It constantly tried to outdo the other chickens, striving for the highest perch and asserting its dominance. This chicken, God revealed, represented the human desire for power and recognition. Ambition, while often perceived as a positive attribute, can quickly transform into a destructive force when left unchecked. The relentless pursuit of success, status, or power can lead to a never-ending cycle of striving and dissatisfaction. Section 6. Baseless desires chasing illusions. The fourth chicken, a confused and erratic creature with yellow feathers, seemed to live in a perpetual state of distraction. its attention flitted from one thing to another, chasing after anything that caught its fancy. This chicken, God explained, represented the human tendency towards baseless desires. Baseless desires are the fleeting whims and fancies that cloud our judgment and pull us in countless directions. They are the products of an untamed mind, constantly seeking stimulation and gratification in the external world. These desires, often fueled by fear, insecurity, or a lack of purpose, keep us chasing after illusions and prevent us from experiencing true fulfillment. Rumi, the celebrated Sufi mystic and poet, further illuminated the significance of the four chickens through his teachings. In a dialogue with his devoted disciple Hussamuddin, Rumi likened the four chickens to the four negative attributes that keep us tethered to the material world, preventing us from experiencing true spiritual liberation.
Hussamuddin, imagine a bird trapped in a cage. It yearns to soar through the vastness of the sky, yet it remains confined by the bars that surround it. Similarly, we humans are born with the potential for spiritual flight, yet we often remain trapped by the cages of our own making.
Master, what are these cages that bind us?
They are the cages of greed, lust, ambition, and baseless desires. These four negative attributes, like the bars of a cage, restrict our vision, limit our potential, and prevent us from experiencing the true freedom that comes from connecting with our divine nature.
Rumi's words resonated deeply with Hussamuddin. He realized that he, like the caged bird, had been limiting his own potential by clinging to his desires and attachments. He resolved to embark on the path of self-discovery, to break free from the cages that bound him and soar to new heights of spiritual awareness. The transformation that Khalil and later Hussamuddin underwent is a universal journey. It is the shift from physical consciousness, where we are primarily identified with our physical bodies and material possessions, to presence consciousness. This is a state of being fully present in the moment, connected to something larger than ourselves. In physical consciousness, our attention is often focused on the external world, on acquiring possessions, seeking pleasure, or striving for status. We become attached to our desires, our fears, and our limiting beliefs. This creates a sense of separation from our true nature, from the divine spark that resides within us all. Presence consciousness, on the other hand, is a state of being fully present and engaged in the present moment. It is a state of heightened awareness, where we are able to observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment, experiencing a deep sense of inner peace and connection to the world around us. This profound shift in consciousness from physical to presence is not confined to any one religion or spiritual tradition. It is a universal human experience described and celebrated in various ways across cultures and throughout history. In Eastern traditions, it is often referred to as awakening or enlightenment. In Western mysticism, it is spoken of as gnosis or union with God. Despite the different names and interpretations, the essence of this transformation remains the same. It is the realization of our true nature, the recognition that we are not merely physical beings, but spiritual beings having a human experience. It is the understanding that true happiness and fulfillment come not from external pursuits, but from within, from connecting with the divine spark that resides within us all. The story of Khalil and the four chickens, as interpreted through Rumi's teachings, offers a profound message about the importance of self-awareness in our spiritual journey. By recognizing and transcending the four negative attributes, greed, lust, ambition, and baseless desires, we can break free from the cages that limit our potential and experience the true freedom and fulfillment that comes from connecting with our divine nature. This path to wholeness is not a destination, but a journey, a continuous process of self-discovery and growth. It is a journey that requires courage, compassion, and a willingness to confront the shadows within ourselves. But ultimately, it is a journey that leads us home to the realization of our true nature and the experience of lasting peace, joy, and fulfillment.